Hello again, this is Darth Vadad on YouTube, or MacDorgians when I'm playing Destiny 2, which I am now. I'm on my character screen right now, and I have a new weapon I got this past week, or earlier this week technically. Some people I know in the game helped me complete the new raid, Vow of the Disciple, and I got lucky on the first time and got the exotic rarity weapon that comes from the final boss, or the end chest that you get. I'm going to try out this weapon. I'm also going to try to go into the raid solo and see if I can get one of the loot chests that you can do solo at the beginning of the raid. We'll see how far I get. Again, I'm playing Destiny 2. I have Parkinson's disease, and a right hand tremor is my main symptom of that. It makes it hard to keep my mouse steady. And I'm trying to track my progress as I increase the medication over time to see if there are noticeable improvements. This is the raid, Vow of the Disciple. I'm going to start that up.
Guardians, I am not your vanguard and I give no orders, only a warning. The pyramid ahead is not like those you've previously encountered. This one was not left for you to find. You were not guided to it, not beckoned. This domain belongs to a dark entity, unknown in power. It seeks domination of the throne world. Your presence within will be most
Welcome, children of light. Drown in the deep, or rise from it.
Now what I'm doing now is trying to fight an aspect of Savathun, which is one of the main characters in this expansion called the Witch Queen. And once you get that big boss down in the sky, then you can go in through the doors and get deeper into the raid. I'm using my void abilities. Don't have a lot of ammunition in my weapons. I might have to take out some of the smaller stuff to get more ammunition, or this is going to take a while. Once I get in there, hopefully I won't need to kill anything. I can just travel. As you can see, it's hard to shoot straight. Right now I'm holding my left hand onto my right hand to steady the right hand. Doesn't really matter if I die a bunch. I'll still make progress eventually. This is the new weapon. It's called a pulse rifle. That's the type of weapon it is. It fires multiple pulses of ammunition at your target. It would help if I could shoot straight, but do the best we can. And again, I'm playing at roughly the same time in the morning whenever I make these videos to track my improvement better, rather than later in the day when it might be less of a problem. And I managed to defeat her using my super, which is a big ability you can do a lot of damage with. There's a little bit of ammunition on the ground, not that I really need it at this point. I'm going to try to travel to an area where there's a free chest that you can unlock if you shoot a couple of crystals along the way. But one of the mechanics in this portion of the raid is a blackout that eventually kills you. So that will definitely happen a few times. There's one of the crystals. That's the first one down. And when I die, it will let me respawn in this part of the raid. Just going to black out here. And this raid is new with this expansion. And there's another crystal. Let's see if I can get it before I black out. Man, there should be one more crystal to find. That should unlock the chest. And I believe it's under this bridge up here. There it is. And looks like I'm going to black out before I can get in there. And a little closer. If I take my hand off the mouse, it steadies it for a moment. There's the doorway. There's the crystal. And I'm not going to make it all the way to the chest. We're going to have to die at least one more time. But I am very, very close at this point. That's in this room. And there's the chest. So let's open it up. And very good. I got a weapon with a red band around it, as well as some spoils which you can spend on things at the end of the raid, and a mod for your gear that only works in the raid, which helps you in some ways. And that's it. I'm going to go back to orbit, or I'll go to the helm, which is a place that you can access. But looks like I have to respawn first. And abandon activity will get me out of the raid so I can stop dying. So let's see what I got here. The main thing that I got was a submachine gun with a red band around it. And the new crafting system, those red banded weapons can be used, and then once you've used them enough times, extracting materials from them gives you progress toward learning how to craft that weapon. So that's a raid weapon known as Submission, a submachine gun. And I'll have to use that weapon a little bit to progress it, and then that gives me a chance to later on craft the weapon after finding enough of these to progress. So I call that a little win for very little effort. Managed to go into that raid and do something and get something out of it solo, which a raid is normally a 6-person activity, very difficult. And I just happened to look up a video somebody else did, a few people have done them, showing where to get that chest. And again, I'd like to point out that if it wasn't for people helping me, I wouldn't be able to have this weapon, because it's something you get from the end of the raid, and it's not easy to get through the raid, especially with my hands shaking. So if I didn't have help, I wouldn't have gotten this. So thank you again for watching. As I said, I'll be making these videos at least a couple times every week to see if I have some improvement. I'm currently taking 3 half pills of the medication, carbidopa, levodopa, and next week it will be 1 pill at night and 2 half pills earlier in the day. I'm several days away from that still. So we'll see if it improves next week. Thanks again for watching, and have a good day.